Incidentally, Sholay was the last film that was shown in cinema halls in Kashmir before Pakistan-backed radical Islamist terror shut down cinema halls in the valley. Today, cinema halls are reopening in Kashmir from Srinagar to Pulwama. Is Naya Kashmir actually hurting those who ruled the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir? And if Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram is sung in schools in Kashmir as part of Gandhi Jayanti celebrations, where someone said there wouldn't be a single person left to shoulder the tricolour, is it then a communal Hindutva agenda, or are they losing ground? We'll dig deeper. I'm Gaurav Sawant. As always, let's get started with the headlines on India First. Union Sports Minister Anurag Thakur promises action after India today exposes apathy for Kabaddi players. Food for women athletes was served in a toilet in Saharanpur. Senior Kerala Congress leader says they want Rahul Gandhi as the Congress president. This after Shashi Tharoor throws his hat in the ring. Is a Gandhi Mukt Congress a possibility? Big guns boom in the state of war, Gujarat. JP Nadda leads the BJP campaign. Arvind Kejriwal greeted with Modi chants at the Vadodara airport. DMK's A. Raja quotes controversy with his casteist slur once again, makes derogatory comments against Brahmins and the Vedas. BJP demands Raja be barred from contesting elections. Hijab showdown in Supreme Court. Karnataka government accuses the radical Islamist organization Popular Front of India provoking students, calls pro-hijab protests a conspiracy. As part of Mahatma Gandhi's 153rd birth anniversary, the Jammu and Kashmir administration directed schools to organize a Swachh Bharat or a Swachh School Abhiyan. Cleanliness is next to godliness is what the Mahatma often said. Plays, skits on the Mahatma's life are also being organized from Teachers' Day to Gandhi Jayanti. Part of the activity was also to sing the hymn Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram, a favorite of Mahatma Gandhi. Is there merit then in former Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Mehbooba Mufti saying this is part of BJP's Hindutva agenda? Sunil Ji Bhatt brings you a top story.
Mahatma Gandhi's favorite bhajan has Mehbooba Mufti seeing red. The former Chief Minister of the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir and the PDP chief accused the BJP of turning Kashmir into a Hindutva lab.
अब हमारे मजहब के ऊपर सीधे एक हिसाब से अटैक कर रहे हैं और लगता है कि जो बीजेपी का जो हिंदुत्व का एजेंडा है, जो इनका रैपिड हिंदुत्व है, उसको भी जम्मू कश्मीर में ही लेबोरेटरी बना के ये इसको जो है इसको आजमाना चाहते हैं.
Mehbooba Mufti took to social media to hit out at the Narendra Modi government, claiming Jama Masjid was shut down and school students were being forced to sing Hindu hymns. She went on to say those who oppose the centre were inviting PSA and UAPA or anti-terror cases against them. She asked if this was the changing Kashmir or Badalta Kashmir. The BJP hit back at Mehbooba Mufti.
She is circulating a fake news. She is just leveling the baseless charges. She is just trying to mislead the people in Kashmir Valley and the country.
In fact, Kavinder Gupta, former Deputy Chief Minister, hoped that Mahatma Gandhi's favorite hymn, that spoke of Hindu-Muslim unity, good sense would prevail in the PDP.
महबूबा मुफ्ती हर बात को कंट्रोवर्शियल बनाने का प्रयास करती हैं। कश्मीर के एक स्कूल में रघुपति राघव राजा राम को लेकर के उन्होंने एक नया लोगों को गुमराह करने की कोशिश की है।
Beyond the politics, India Today did a fact check on Mehbooba Mufti's claims that students in Kashmir were being forced to sing Hindu hymns. And as per documents, the recitation of Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram was part of a series of activities that are taking place to mark the 153rd birth anniversary of the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi.
The fact check of her claim reveals that recitation of Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram Ishwar Allah Tero Naam was part of Mahatma Gandhi's 153rd birth anniversary celebrations in the schools of the Kashmir Valley. Clearly, Mehbooba Mufti, who faces an uphill task to regain dominance in the politics of Jammu and Kashmir, has been left red-faced.
Government sources have denied Mehbooba Mufti's claim that after stealing statehood, the identity of Muslim majority Jammu and Kashmir was being stolen with Lab Pe Aati Hai Dua replaced by Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram. With Sunilji Bhatt in Jammu, Bureau Report, India Today.
Mehbooba Mufti's charge is grave. Rapid Hindutva agenda. Kashmir is the laboratory. Then she goes on to say, Mazhab par aap attack kar rahe hain. Joining me on India First is Ahmed Ayaz. He's a political analyst, joins us from the Valley. Yana Mir is a young voice, again joins us from the Kashmir Valley. My first question is to Shehzad Poonawala of the Bharatiya Janata Party. And Shehzad Poonawala, respond to the former Chief Minister of the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir saying this is an attack on the Mazhab that she follows.
You know, when Kashmir, which was named after Kashyap Rishi, which was identified by Sharda Peeth, by the center of Hindu learning that it was, saw lakhs of Kashmiri Pandits being driven out between 80 to 90, when masjids had the slogan of Raleef, Salif, Galeef. At that time, I wonder if Mehbooba Mufti or the representative Ahmed Ayaz felt that that was an Islamist agenda, but today they find a Hindutva agenda in Ishwar Allah Tero Naam Sabko Sammati De Bhagwan. Now, this was the same Mehbooba Mufti just a few weeks ago. She had tweeted that Gandhi's India was being transformed into Godse's India, so shouldn't she be celebrating it? But then what can I say? If this is their actual agenda, those who believed in the politics of Parivarvad, Algavvad and Atankvad, today ever since 370 has been demolished and the tricolors fluttering between Lal Killa and Lal Chowk, and Rashtravad is the go word in Jammu Kashmir, today they feel everything is a Hindutva agenda. Women getting rights after 35A is a Hindutva agenda. Dalits, Valmiki Samaj getting their rights after decades is a Hindutva agenda. It is a Hindutva agenda if Indians can buy land in Jammu Kashmir. It is a Hindutva agenda that today 12 lakh tourists have reached the Jammu Kashmir Valley. It is a Hindutva agenda after 30 years cinema has come back to Jammu Kashmir. I want to ask my dear friend Ahmed Ayaz only one word, that does he consider the conviction by court of Yasin Malik that he is a terrorist? He will not call Yasin Malik a terrorist. He won't identify Burhan Wani as a terrorist, but he will say Gandhiji is a Sampradayic person, is a communal person, his bhajan is communal. This is the level of appeasement politics today we've reached.
You're saying this is the level of appeasement politics. Ahmed Ayaz, respond. How is singing Mahatma Gandhi's favorite hymn, Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram, part of a Hindutva agenda, as Mehbooba Mufti puts it?
See, I don't think we should get into it whether singing Raghupati Raghav is right or wrong.
Why not?
I think it speaks. I tell you, it speaks about the mistrust, that anything, even good, that cannot be easily digested, because that type of mistrust is created with the Kashmiris. That looks to be a point one. Second,
so hold on. No, I want to understand. Hold on. Point one.
Yes.
Are you saying that singing Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram in Kashmir is good, but there is mistrust? Do I understand you correctly, sir?
It may be your interpretation. Point is, even if something good is given, I never mean this is good or bad. That's what I said. that let us don't get into it right or wrong. Why is anything done? Even good will be doubted upon. Why? Because there is a mistrust, and then these look to be a cosmetic measures. And I do agree that these are misplaced priorities right now. What is required is to see that the peace is restored, and there should not be a single security man seen on the roads. The Kashmiri
Right,
Pandits
you
who
want
are there
Ralit
for
Galit
last
Chalev
32
again?
years back.
You
they
want Ralit
outside.
Galit Chalev again on the streets of Kashmir? You want to remove security
we
once
want-
again?
see,
Each
that's a
time
matter of
security is
normalcy.
removed. No, is that an
That's a
agenda?
no. My
Is that an
point
agenda?
is-
There were
my
elements
point
in
is-
Kashmir who wanted AFSPA removed.
Gaurav, my point is that peace should be restored and atmosphere so created that Kashmiri Pandits should live like as before. And
So-
then there must not be any security man seen on the roads.
No, but why
Situation
such
should be so
hostility?
conducive.
Yanamir,
That's my
why
point.
such hostility? Why this hostility to Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram? Does Mahatma Gandhi belong to Hindus, or the skits that are being organized on his life, poems, songs, essays, are they a part of a communal agenda, rapid Hindutva, and Kashmir is becoming a laboratory, as Mehbooba Mufti puts it, ma'am?
See, I hope you can hear me because I
Loud
can't
and
really
clear,
hear you
strength
that well.
five.
So I'll tell you what, it's not about, see, in this school what's happening is, there is Ganpati Jayanti coming up, Gandhi Jayanti is coming up, so the kids are preparing for the upcoming Gandhi Jayanti. But the choice of the bhajan, Gandhiji has sung many bhajans, but this particular bhajan, because it equates Allah with Ram and Ram with Allah. So this can, and I'm not talking about myself personally because I'm very secular,
But others in
and there
Kashmir
are
are not,
many
and
Muslims who
Mehbooba
are
is not.
secular. No,
You're
there are
saying
many
Mehbooba is
Muslims
not
who are
secular.
secular. Let me tell you something. The Muslims in Kashmir, for the first time, they're actually becoming part of the, there has been a Ganesh Visarjan. For the first time in my life, I've seen Ganesh Visarjan in Srinagar. And then for the last 3 years, ever since the abrogation, there has been, on Krishna Janmashtami, the Palki of Krishna going around towns. And a lot of Muslims are taking part in that, happily. That's their own personal choice. I take part. I go to the Ganesh Pandal in Mumbai. So this is a personal choice. So you must have seen Farooq Abdullah himself singing the Ram Dhun, right, on stage in front of so many people. So that's
And
a
is
personal
that what
choice.
is making Mehbooba
But-
Mufti so uncomfortable? That how can there
So
be communal
the point
harmony
is that these
in
children,
Kashmir? Is that the
see, when we
concern?
say-
No, I
No,
want to bring in
listen.
Shehzad Poonawala. I want to bring in Shehzad Poonawala. Shehzad Poonawala, Mehbooba Mufti actually says that religious scholars are being jailed. Jama Masjid has been shut down, and school children are being directed to sing Hindu hymns, and this actually exposes the real Hindutva agenda of Government of India.
First of all, who are these people who are troubled with Ishwar, Allah and Bhagwan in one sentence or one statement? They are not troubled with Jaish-e-Mohammed being used by a terrorist group. They are not perturbed with Hizbul
No, we are.
Mujahideen, all
We
the
are,
pious
totally.
slogans of
That's a good
Islam being
point.
used by these terrorists for their nefarious
That's a great
purposes. They are not
point.
perturbed by that. One second, Yana, we are not fighting, we are just sharing views, so let me complete my view. Secondly,
you have a
today I
point.
want to ask, Yana, we are not having a discussion against you. Please let me identify the real culprit here. I want to ask the real culprit of this debate. Will he come out and say, as he's branding Mahatma Gandhi and his bhajan as communal, will he say that when Burhan Wani wanted an Islamic caliphate and he took up the gun, that he was representing a communal agenda, Islamist agenda? Will he call it out and say that Burhan Wani is an Athankawadi? I asked Mr. Ahmad Ayaz if he can identify. Will he say that Yasin Malik, who killed the IF officers, was he peddling an Islamist agenda, a communal agenda? Yes or no? Will Mehbooba Mufti come out and say that Yasin Malik was peddling an Islamist agenda? And finally, my question is that chalo, isse to problem hai, Ahmad Ayaz, Vande Mataram to gaa loge na, that is our national song, or that is also a problem?
Please respond. Ayaz Sahab, is formation of a Gandhi club communal? Is performing a skit on Dandi Yatra communal? Poem recitation on the life of Mahatma Gandhi or debates, are they communal? If not, then how is Gandhi's favorite bhajan communal? And please respond to Shehzad Poonawala, very categorically asking you, Burhan Wani talking about an Islamist agenda, was he communal or was he secular?
See, 2-3 points. One is that as long as Yasin Malik's me calling whether he was a terrorist or not, I don't think now it's a matter to be debated or discussed. Why? Because Supreme Court has already decided about the issue, and my saying will not have any bearing on that.
Oh, it will have a bearing. Why don't you say it?
As long as
You say bhajan is communal.
Gandhi, as long as I am coming to it. As long as bhajan, this Raghupati Raghav, as long as this is concerned. To me personally, I don't have any issue about it. There's nothing wrong. But the point is, in the schools in Kashmir, right from beginning, we have been praying, which is very commonly known as Lappa Iti Hai Dua. This is when something new is being inserted, and that too in a manner when the atmosphere in country is so vitiated. Everybody is, particularly the Muslims, doubt what's happening.
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you. Ahmadiyaz, can I ask you one simple question?
Listen me.
Ahmadiyaz, just 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
I am telling you,
I'm
completing first. Please,
when there was, one second, sir, it's a simple question. When Ralif Salif Galib was shouted from slogans from the masjids, was that communal and Islamist? You were a young person then. Was it communal? When Kashmiri Pandits and Hindus were driven out and they were told, keep your wives here and run away from the valley. Was that communal?
Should you believe,
was it Islamist?
Should you believe Shahzad, you sitting in Delhi are telling it? Believe me, I have never heard about this happening.
Right.
Oh, really?
Personally, I am telling you.
Kashmiri Hindus weren't killed.
Believe me.
Let's just say that it never happened.
I never mean it must not have happened, but I tell you, I have never heard it by my own ears.
सर बहुत से लोग उस समय कान में तेल डाले बैठे थे जब कश्मीरी हिंदुओं को मारा गया बहुत लोग कान में तेल डाले बैठे थे कई लोग अपनी रिस्पांसिबिलिटी छोड़ के चले भी गए थे उन्हीं को आज आपत्ति है they are the ones who have a problem today. Sir, if you don't even appreciate the problem people are facing, आप सोचिए इतने लाखों लोग विस्थापित हो गए. So many people, you talk about Kashmiriyat. This is Kashmiriyat. मुझे नहीं पता it happened.
Gaurav, please don't be biased.
I am biased.
As I was mentioning,
I am being biased.
Very famous prayer. There's a very famous prayer being taught in being prayed in the schools in Kashmir. But the point is, can that the same prayer be done in the schools outside Jammu and Kashmir? I think they definitely will have a problem with them also. Though that is no way a controversial prayer. That is only the praises and the prayer simply. If you ask a school in UP or a Bihar to do it in the schools, I don't think they will be doing it. They will also hesitate.
But they will have a problem with Raghupati Raghav Rajaram? Really?
Where there are sentiments involved. No, it may not be Rajaram I am talking about. I am talking about Lappa Ati Hai Dua. If that is asked, the schools outside are asked to pray it in the schools, they will also have a problem because sentiments look to be involved. So as such, we should avoid doing any such thing where sentiments
you should avoid anything. You should avoid anything that would actually bring people close. But Yana Mir, do you see this as a conspiracy?
That would hurt the sentiments. That would hurt the sentiments.
Whose sentiments will it hurt? Your sentiments are not getting hurt, you are saying. Yana's sentiments are not getting hurt, she's saying. Mehbooba Mufti's sentiments are getting hurt. Unless you are saying something else here and something else there, like several Kashmiri leaders do. Delhi mein kuch bolte hain, Jammu mein kuch bolte hain, Srinagar mein kuch bolte hain.
No, Mehbooba Mufti's sentiments are hurt.
Yes, Yana, please come in. Yana, is there a conspiracy to keep Kashmir trapped in the cycle of violence and terror? Is there an effort to ensure by some leaders that integration should not happen? क्योंकि उनकी दुकान बंद हो जाएगी अगर integration हो गया तो.
जो ये politics की दुकान चला रहे हैं, ये फायदा उठा रहे of the chain reaction. I'll tell you what chain reaction, what people are facing on ground, because I don't represent any political party, so I'll tell you what is going on. It's a chain reaction. So we were all happy, all the nationalist Kashmiris, okay, we are happy, okay, 370 is abrogated. Then what happens? Liquor shops open. And even though Kashmiris, if they're not allowed in Gujarat, why are they allowed in Kashmir? Even the Kashmiri ethos is against alcohol and all that, but liquor shops open. Then, keep listening. The Amarnath Yatra continues, but Jama Masjid stays shut on Eid. Then, I'll give you so many examples. And then the hijab row all over India. So the girls who are singing, who you can see in the video who are singing the Ram Bhajan, they're wearing hijab, but they're very much aware that one day that rule is going to come to Kashmir. And they'll have to be without the hijab. So they are getting this feeling that there's a Hindutva agenda going on, even though the government has nothing. Let me complete.
If BJP government's orders are not followed, Mehbooba Mufti
let me
says
complete. Even
that
though the government
PSA and UAPA cases will follow if their orders are not followed, and this Hindutva agenda is being forced in. The beginning is through Mahatma Gandhi's bhajan, soft entry, and then inch by inch, bit by bit, changes will happen.
First of all masjids in Jammu Kashmir shut on Friday? That one masjid where there is a congregation and there are stone pelters, and that is being compared with Amarnath Yatra. Has we seen ever Amarnath Yatri, any Amarnath Yatri, till the history of Amarnath Yatri, pick up a stone and throw it at the security forces?
But that is the point.
So you are comparing Amarnath Yatra where not a single person has picked up a stone to a place where people do usually congregate and pick up stones. And it's not that all masjids have been shut in Jammu Kashmir. And by the way, I'm an Indian Muslim, but I want to show you your mindset. Your mindset, Yana, you don't need to interrupt. We can speak one at a time. That's what decency and decorum demands. My limited point is that when Hindus were persecuted and killed with the Raleef Salif Ghalif slogan, people say कि we don't know it happened. हमें तो पता ही नहीं हुआ. When I am asking them if Burhan Wani, a terrorist who was killed by the armed forces who wanted to establish an Islamic state there, is that a communal agenda? No, I don't know if it is an Islamic agenda. When Yasin Malik, who's been convicted by a court of law, are you willing to call him an Atangwadi? No, why should we call him? What is the big difference if we call him? But Mahatma Gandhi's bhajan, if it is played for the spirit of integration, well, that is a communal project, that's a Hindutva project. If 370 is removed, Chidambaram comes and says because it's a Muslim Bahul Pradesh, that's why 370 has been removed. And when now women are getting their rights in Jammu Kashmir, when 35A and 370 has gone, and Dalits are getting their rights, those who speak about Dalits rights across the country today find that it is an Hindutva agenda in Jammu Kashmir if Dalits are given their rights. If Indian Bihari or the Uttar Pradeshi is allowed to buy a piece of land in Jammu Kashmir, that becomes a communal issue, it becomes a Hindutva agenda. Whereas a Jammu Kashmiri can go and buy land in any part of the country, that is fine.
These are some
These are the hypocrisies.
These are some points to ponder. Ponder on these points. Ponder on these points. You know, why do we say Muslim-dominated Kashmir? Do we say Hindu-dominated for Gujarat or Uttar Pradesh or any other state in our country?
Yes, it is Hindu-dominated.
But do we say it? Do we say it? Why should we say it when Kashmir is one more part of our country? I am sorry, we are a secular country. We are a secular country. Let us not
Well, the secular has to be two ways.
Yes, so let it be two ways. Let it be two ways. Let's stop Muslim appeasement or any appeasement for that matter once and for all in this country.